What's going on, guys? Bruce here, and welcome back to the channel.
Holy shit! Oh my!
Welcome back to the channel, guys. So, as you seen in the last video, we did the stuff with Brad and the flower and the stack, and the video before that we jumped the Green Mile. Well, since then I have actually sold the Green Mile. Just to give a little bit of background info, I actually bought the truck from a customer that was looking to upgrade, and he just wanted to get rid of it. We only paid $1,500 for the truck, which wasn't a bad deal for what it was. Figured, well, we might as well have some fun. So we took it out. As you see in the video, I'll put down a link if you haven't watched it yet. Had an absolute blast. Then I brought it back to the shop, cleaned it up, put it on Craigslist for $3,500 just to flip it, get rid of it, and someone came and bought it the same day for $2,500, and it's gone. Project Green Mile was here for a week and gone the next week. So we had a lot of fun, made a couple cool videos with it. Now we're on to bigger and better projects. So there's going to be a badass video coming out in about a week on Truck Central. I will make sure I put that in the link below. Make sure you please go to that and check it out if you haven't subscribed already. I'm going to have some featured videos on there along with there's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on my channel. We are actually going to purchase a vehicle the first of next week, if not this weekend. That's going to be, very touching to my heart, and we're going to have a lot of things going on with that truck on Truck Central and on my channel down the road in the future. So this weekend we're going to Orlando. We're either going to go to Cowboys for the truck pulls, or we're going to go over to Orlando Speedway and watch Ryan Milliken with the green Nova with the Cummins in. I'm sure everyone knows that car. It's got a billet aluminum Cummins motor, block and head. It's pretty wild. It's like 2,200 horsepower. Most likely going to go watch him race, then dip out early and go over to Cowboys for the truck pulls and get some good filming there. And then Saturday we're going to Ocala for the half-mile drag race, which Cletus McFarland, Mike, which is Street Speed 717, will be there, and also Vehicle Virgins. Like, for the life of me, I cannot remember his name right now at this point. But anyways, we're going to be out there. We're not going to be racing. We're going to be watching those guys race. And a couple videos back when I first started the channel, I went out and raced with my diesel truck, and we did go 159 miles per hour with a truck. We did top out a gear around 300 feet before the half mile, which is fine. We still almost went 160 miles an hour, which is really cool in a diesel truck. I don't think anyone has went that fast at the half-mile races with a diesel truck. So we have something going on there. Maybe we've started a trend, I don't know. We're definitely going to be hitting some half-mile races in the future. But for tonight, we're going to walk in the shop. We're doing a fast install on the truck. We did injectors, head studs, and putting EFI Live on the truck tonight also. And we're doing exhaust and a tuning and EGR work on another Duramax in the shop tonight. So so warm next to the heater. Autumn's over there freezing her ass off.
More fire.
It's turned all the way. It's turned up as far as it'll turn. So I've had it on this whole time, but I didn't turn the fan on so it wasn't like blowing. Yep. So tonight, Ray isn't here. We've got Christian the mechanic. We're doing an EGR service on this 2011 LML Duramax. We're gonna get it cleaned up. We did a 4-inch straight pipe on it. We've got EFI Live with a shift on the fly switch. Next I have this 2006 Ram 2500. We're doing a fast 165 on it. An XDP sump, which is really nice. You don't actually have to drop the tank in order to install that. Or for the return, because it returns into the sump and sucks right next to each other. So there's 2 ports on the sump. I'll show you that when we get ready to install it. We've already done ARP 425 head studs. The injectors were bad, and we referred the customer over to doing some 60 horsepower industrial injection Dragonfly injector. So those are already installed and done. The only thing left to do is go ahead and put the EFI Live tuning in it, the 5-position switch, and get the fast installed along with the sump. Right here's the intake we're going to be putting on the truck also. This is made by GXP, which we do sell. It is an aluminum intake. These things are nice, and they do flow a substantial amount of air over the factory intake. So we're going to get it put on. It does have ports for your boost sensors, nitrous, whatever you want to hook up, intercooler boot adapter, and it also comes along with the clamps also. So if you have any questions about these for your 03 to 06 Ram 2500 with a Cummins or 3500, we do keep them in stock and we can ship if you have any questions. So for the install on this elbow, you're only going to need a 10mm deep socket or shallow socket, but you will definitely have to have an 11mm deep socket to get the intercooler boot clamps off. So you have 4 bolts to remove the intake, 1 to remove the dipstick, and that's pretty much it. So we got the intake all installed. We've got it wiped down. It is a brushed aluminum. It's not polished, so that's why it doesn't look as pretty. Well, I guess the light kind of makes it brighter than it needs to be, but pretty simple install. Just 4 intake bolts, new intercooler boot, new clamps. You have this nice bracket right here to move your oil tube above and up a little bit higher. But other than that, everything went clean. Heavy duty clamps, pretty nice, clean install. All right, so I've got the hole drilled in the bottom of the fuel tank. There is a lot of debris we are gonna have to clean up and make it a smooth surface before we put the sump on. Be sure your fuel tank is almost empty or close to it. We drained 15 gallons out of the tank, so it's not really a big deal. We went ahead and got the FAS all mounted up in place and tucked up underneath the truck. Like I say, on every truck we like to keep where just the water drain is showing, so you know where they're at. Don't want to keep them too low so anything can jump up and hit it and whatnot. So this time we have this fitting turned straight down because we're going to be coming straight down to the sump instead of going straight up to the top of the tank. We're going to get these fuel lines ran and get it all wired in. We should be good to go. Alright, so the FAS pump is all installed. We've got our fitting ran up here. We've got our hose run up to the front. We got the fitting installed into the CP3. We saw the factory line just kind of pushed over out of the way in case, for whatever reason, there's a last resort scenario, you have to hook it back up and hook the factory fuel pump back in. So it's still there. We've got the new front dry shaft the customer supplied. He wanted us to install in the truck. And now we are doing the EFI Live flash with a V2. Pretty straightforward here. We've got the email from Hardware Performance. You just open it up, pull up EFI Live, turn the key on. I've got my Dr. Pepper there, but got the EFI Live V2 plugged into the truck. We're using it as a pass-through device, plugged into the laptop. And then once you've got it plugged in, we have a license already, so we're going to go ahead and activate license with the key turned on. Yes, yes. Make sure we're connected all the way. Plugged in there, key turned on. I'm gonna try this one more time. Yes, yes. Now we're running. Basically, you license the truck in order so EFI Live can make their money off their devices. A VIN license is around $100, $125. Then once you've got the VIN license secured, you hit OK. We're going to turn the key off. Wait 10 seconds, usually just skip through it. Key back on, and once we have the tune, which is up here in the top, we're going to go ahead and click full flash. But first, we need to check our firmware on the on our EFI Live V2. Make sure everything's up to date, which everything says OK. We're good there. So we're going to go back to the flash screen. And we're going to go ahead and hit full flash. And it's going to do that. And go ahead and start flashing the truck. We usually install the fire resistant switches right here where your factory pedal adjustment would be. So we're going to pop that out, get the switch installed, and get it ready while the truck is flashing right now. Alright, so now that it's finished, we're going to go and turn the key off like it says. Start countdown. I skip through it. Turn the key back on. We'll go ahead and unplug the EFI, plug in the CSP5 switch. As you can see, I've already drilled it here and got this installed. So in order to test these to make sure the tunes are properly installed, there's an LED on the back, which I'll turn the light off so you can see what we're doing with. So basically on tune 1 it flashes once, tune 2 it flashes twice, and so on and so forth all the way up to tune 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all the way back to 1. So we know our files are installed and working correctly. So we'll go ahead and pop the switch back in place. just like so. Do a clean install and tie up these hoses and tie up the power cord up underneath the truck out of the way, and then we'll go for a test drive. This is fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. What's wrong now?
Just goddamn bolts were going in front of it home because there's damn wires everywhere in front of it because I put a harness right there.
Well, that's a wrap for today's video. I know it's kind of short and quick to the point. We have a lot of good stuff going on this weekend. Tomorrow we're actually headed to Orlando for the Cowboys truck pulls and to go watch some drag races. We'll be doing some really badass filming over there. And Saturday, like I said, we're going to the half mile to watch Cletus and a lot of other big YouTubers drag race. So we don't have anything to take with us. We're going to go watch and kind of hang out and do some filming. Make sure you stay tuned and check on the next videos. They're going to be badass, like I said, with lots of amazing stuff going on. So until then, make sure to like button, subscribe if you haven't. And until then, we'll see you later.